Omolara Ojo. If I should continue talking about her, time will not permit me. But I want you to hear from the horse's mouth. Well, good evening, good day, my guest.
Good day, ma'am.
You're welcome on the program.
Thank you.
Women of Substance.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here with you.
Thank you.
Come on board here today, and I believe the few minutes I will be spending here, we are going to enjoy ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you, ma. Once again, you're welcome. Well, before we go, madam, we want to know more about you, especially your educational qualification.
My name is Mrs. Ramata Omolara Ojo. I was born at a town called Igbai in Odwoti, local government. But I spent my early age in Lagos.
Okay.
So that's why I schooled.
So that means you schooled in Lagos?
Yes.
Okay.
Both my primary and my secondary school.
Lagos?
Yes.
Okay.
So the name of my school then is Onitolo Community Primary School, and the secondary school Onitolo Community High School. We lived at Ojuelegba Yaba area at that time, so a trekkable distance
to your house. Okay.
And that's where I was enrolled.
Okay.
So after that,
After
my secondary education, I came back to Osun State and attended the Osun State College of Education in Larongo then, 1989 to 1992.
Right.
So after that, I got married. Then after like 1 or 2 children, I further my education. I went to Ekiti State University.
Okay. Well, thank you. You said one thing that really.
For all my this thing, I based on the commercial line.
Okay.
NCE is I read of business management, but I specialize in office practice. Then
Okay.
those that type
Okay.
and shorthand.
Okay.
So my university too, I continue. I did not change my course. So business education. So
Okay.
I specialize in business.
All right. That means
combined with
we
education.
can also call you a businesswoman.
Yes.
Well, you know, we attended the same school.
Wow.
I also attended Osun State College of Education in
Wow.
Larongo.
Where they groom
honestly,
teachers.
that's very good school.
Yeah.
Well, your background, your parents. Can you say you were born with a silver spoon, or were your parents rich,
Thank
or
you.
average family, or whatever?
Moderator. I remember my parents. They are not even at the middle. We are like Yoruba, we say atakpata. Atero for the day. My mommy and my daddy, they are farmers. Farmers where they went to this Ife area, they call it Adreti. That's where Mamoko, where they put it. They went there to cultivate cocoa farm, cola nut farm, like that. That's where they settled. That's where they born me.
Okay, that's where you were born. Okay.
Yes.
You are a native of which town now?
Igbaye must say.
Igbaye must say, in Osun State, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. In Odwoti local
we call it
government. Igbaye must say. I'm hearing that for the first time.
Okay, call it Igbaye. In Odwoti local government beside Okuku.
Okay. I know Igbaye now. I know Igbaye very well. Well, thank you so much. Your marital life, can you
I got married as early as 1992. So, and I thank God, the marriage was blessed.
The children, wonderful children.
Yeah. So, and I thank God for everything because He has been with me all through. With all the marital challenges, God has been faithful.
Thank God. We give God the glory. So, what is your discipline now? What do you do for a living?
I teach.
You're a teacher.
Yes.
You're a teacher?
Yes.
Still in active service?
Teacher.
Ah, good. That's good. That's good. That's good. I love to hear that. Well, thank you, ma. You are a teacher. How can you rate the standard of education in Nigeria, the present day Nigeria?
Oh. To be sincere with ourselves, the standard of education has fallen. Has really fallen. So, but I know with time, with good system in future, God Almighty will revive it.
Amen. Well, you said the standard of education has really fallen, and I think that's not peculiar to you alone. We've had people saying that all over. What do you think is responsible for this falling the standard of education? What do you think is responsible?
Moderator. To the best of my own knowledge, I think the problem behind the falling in education varies or is divided into many things. We have a parental issue, we have the students, you know, we want
nonchalant attitude and seriousness on the part of the students as well.
Part of the parents. We don't care anymore, we're after money more than any other thing. So we place our children priority, you know, aside. We face early morning, the parents, the husband will go left, the wife will go right. So the children are left alone. Now, the children that goes to school, when they come back, nobody will ask them, what did you do? What happened in the school? How did you do it? You know, if the child that goes to school comes back home and he or she knew she will meet somebody that will question him or her, he will then really pay attention so that he will have a good report to bring home. He will not, there's nobody to meet at home. So he will go and do nobody, he will do as he or she likes. Then material that the child will need. Parents, most of the parents, they don't provide for their children anymore. Some children may not have standard, they may not have exercise book, they may not have a biro, pencil to write with, they may not even eat. A child that is hungry can never pay attention to anything in the class.
An hungry man is an angry man.
Yes. So now let's go to the pupils themselves. They are not ready to learn because they know that things they read on internet and the television that you can even make it within an hour through Yahoo or whatever. That is it. If I go to school, is it not to make money? If I did not go to school, is it not to make money? Why will I be wasting my time? Then another blame is on the school management. They will not put things right. Their organizations, you know, their teaching methodologies, their teaching materials, learning environments, all those things, they are faulty. But because they did not have, can I put it that they don't have conscience? Because if they do, they know what is right to do. And they know how it should be done. If they have been doing it, a child that has problem at home, let's assume that the parent doesn't have time for their children, and such child reach school, a well-grown teacher, we know that this particular child is going through trauma, going through something. A teacher can be an angel.
You are right, because an average teacher must be a psychologist. I know what you are talking about. Yeah.
So that when let's assume that the parents are not doing, they are not playing their role. Okay, if the teachers were dedicated ones, if they know what that teaching profession really means, they'll be able to help individual pupils to be on their feet. They too, they after salary has not been paid. When it is paid, we collect loan, we do this, we do that, like that. Nobody, if any government come on board now and has a program to be, you know, monitoring teachers, they will start to comment. The government is not good, this government is bad, this government. whereas it's not. If government plays their role, if I play my role as a teacher, if the students play their role as a student, if parents play their role as a mother, you know, things will work. Then the child will be a good product to benefit the society.
Thank you. In fact, you really made a very good point, because it's like misplaced the priority. Honestly, misplaced priority. Thank you, ma. So another one, you know, people also believe there is no discipline in schools, like what it obtained during our days when we were younger. You know, if you could remember in those days, if you go to school late, you know what will happen to you. There was discipline here and there, and no parent will come to school in those days that say, why should this teacher beat my child? But these days you see parents going to school to fight teacher for beating or for correcting their words. So you know, so what do you think is responsible for lack of discipline in school these days?
Ignorance from parents. They don't know that Yoruba will say ojú kan ló ń bí mọ igba ojú ló máa ń wò. Now you have your own child, you play your own role. You cannot do everything. You cannot be everywhere where your child is.
It's not possible, yeah.
Then you cannot see your children all through. You don't know them all. Most of our students now, they are another thing at home, they are another thing
outside. Yeah.
Now if you are playing your role, and when the child reaches school and another person sees another thing, and we are able to say, why did you do this one? If it is cane, if it is punishment, if it is a kind of, you know, to remodel. But if the parents, you know, some parents will think that mi ò fi ẹgbà ọmọ mi lè ìwé ni mo ní kó wá kọ́, like that, and like that ọmọ tá a bá bá wí ló máa ń gbé ilé tí èèyàn kọ́ ta. So that's why some teachers who are very mindful of their this thing, because some people will say, I cannot die o. I cannot say because I want to model somebody, or I want to do my job well, then I will now have problem. Some parents can fight a teacher spiritually.
You're right.
You beat my child, okay, you will see. And the person will definitely see. You know, many people that have seen, that people witness, they don't want to be a victim anymore.
Yes.
So that's why everybody now hands up. Pooping, you know, the parent, they don't have time even to train their child, or to train them. The teachers that has the time doesn't want to fall into trouble. Everybody now fold their hands.
Are we going to continue like that?
Well, that one is only God that can really put it right. It's only God that can put it right. Because if you preach holiness, some people were outside there, they will rubbish you. If you are a principal now and you are too hot on teacher that, hey, do well, do this one, God sees you, they will name such principal.
They will even give you a nickname.
If we have 10 teachers and 2 decided to be committed and to be dutiful and to know their work, other teachers, they will name such.
You got what against him or her.
They are all too much, they are like that, you know. So we have to, you know, follow.
May the Lord help us.
Amen. Amen.
Well, Mrs. Micho, you are a teacher,
yes,
as well as a wife to somebody, and you are a mother to some wonderful children. And you know, combining all these roles as a woman without one affecting the other, how are you able to do that?
Thank you, Mrs. Moderator. Something is, anyway, you know, women, we enjoy grace of God.
Yes.
More than men.
Yes.
Because
I quite agree with you.
Ability to do all those. You are in class, you are pregnant of your own child, you are hungry, your husband is at home waiting for you to
come and cook for him.
pounded yam to your hair to go ahead. I want to eat so the thing is not in the house. You know how to calculate.
It's pounded yam I'm eating today.
Yes.
Vegetable.
If some men will say no.
Honestly, women are powerful, you know.
We
are special beings.
We are specially created, honestly speaking, and I pray that all women will surely enjoy the fruit of our labor.
Amen.
We will not do it in vain. So, being a mother in the house, if you are a good woman, you know, you will know how to calculate your target for the day. Okay, I must reach school by 8 a.m. You know, you must not be the one that will now wake up by 7:30. You must have get up from bed like around 5, take care of your children, bath them, good clothes, you know, pack their packages. Most of the time, we don't normally wait for our children to eat. You know how to pack it so that it will remain hot. So when they get to school, you know, like that. So you take them to school, or you organize maybe Okada or whatever to take them to school. You go to your own distance. The joy of being a teacher, when you get to the class, you'll be so happy to deliver because your own children too, they are going to learn. Somebody is teaching your own children. So then really that spirit, you will carry it and you display your job very well. You know, we have break time, we have closing time. By that closing time, you know you should be on your way home. You'll be waiting for your children. When they return from school, maybe you want to go for fellowship, you're already, you know how to calculate it, maybe from 4 to 6. When you come back, you come and prepare your dinner. So like that's how, you know, from home, school, church, or mosque, or whatever, then like that is, we enjoy doing it. You know, women enjoy doing it. So a woman that refuses to obey that call, it's not good to be called a woman. It's not good to be called a woman. So the grace, what they call a woman, that is imbibed in us, make us to
combine all those words together without having any issues.
Yes.
Well, thank you. Maybe I heard it from somewhere or from somebody that you're planning to join politics, maybe now or in future. What about that?
I have families around me that were already in politics, both men and women. So I love the way some render their selfless service. So to me, I pray that maybe after my retirement, I will definitely join my people
to serve your people.
To serve
you want to serve
my community.
Okay. Well, before we go on the program, because I don't think time is no more on our side. So before we go on the program today, the last question I want to ask you. You know, some people believe you are a woman, and some people believe that in Nigeria, politics is the dirty game. That is not meant for women. That if you are a woman and you join politics, they will tag you as a prostitute. That see, she's a prostitute, she's this, she's that. So do you agree with this assertion that politics is a dirty game?
No. I don't agree with that, because we have different philosophy of doing different reasons for doing different things. My own philosophy of a woman in politics, you have something will be inside you that will what have motivated you to be in politics or to be part of them. You know, as I've been moving with them, I studied brand. I know that all these things depend on the way you carry yourself into anything. But the assertion that they are prostitutes, you know, the LHAs are around us. Most of them, they
Yeah,
do otherwise.
It's
So it's not that a female politician definitely must be a prostitute. No. It depends on how you carry yourself, how you move around with people. You don't molest yourself. How you comport yourself. You don't move with riffraffs. Let me put it that way. You don't move with some opportunists. Okay. Some people will. I must shine by all means. I must shine by all means. You begin to compromise your faith, your belief. No. Even if you are not a politician, someone must have conscience. Something you will do outside, something you will do at the corner, that you will not pray that two eyes should see you. Don't do it. We should have conscience. It's only conscience that can guide. Yes. So if you have conscience, you won't fall a victim of those in such category.
Thank you.
Then mostly those educated women, those women of virtues in politics, they don't joke with them. They don't rub. They don't play.
Them, yeah.
They don't. They see them as this one is.
They give them respect.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Finally, before we go on the program, the program is a woman of substance. Is a woman of substance. You were invited to this program because of your outstanding qualities. What makes you to stand out among some women? So, what is your advice for the upcoming generation? I know the younger ones out there, the females. What advice do you have for them so that they too will become somebody in life?
Thank you very much for this wonderful question. I want to employ all the younger ones outside there. I want you to be very focused in life. I want you to know what you are doing, know the son of whom you are or the daughter of whom you are. Have a target in life that I want to become somebody. We have female doctors, we have female lawyers. If they were not dedicated, they will not attain such status. So be focused, move with good friends, associate with good people, so that good things will come out of your life too. Then our women, please encourage our younger ones to be a better person. Let them go to school. Don't say the women will end up in the kitchen. No, that one is in the olden days. These days, let our women, let them shine, let them fly. Nothing must disturb us from attaining that success.
Thank you so much, my guest on the program. Well, our people out there, this is the convenient spot. We're drawing curtains on today's edition of Women of Substance. My guest has been Mrs. Ramota Omolara Ojo, a teacher. Mrs. Omolara Ojo, we have been rubbing minds together for the past 25 minutes or thereabouts. I hope you have learned one or two things from her, especially females out there, those that are just coming on board. She told us that to be a woman of substance, it requires a lot of courage, commitment, and dedication to whatever you are doing. Well, once again, Mrs. Ojo, it's nice having you on the program today.
Thank you,
and I hope when next we call on you, you will gladly accept us.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, until next week, when we shall be coming your way on a fresh edition of this program, my producer is Abiodun Olaliri. Executive producer is Akiola Wulabi. I remain your personal friend and sister, Muturayo Ayubel, saying bye for now.
Good afternoon, Jimmy. The news. Babatunde Bolatito is my name. Federal government and Google are collaborating to curb the excess of subversive YouTube channels which are used to spread hate and disinformation against the country. Minister of Information and Culture Ladilai Mohammed, who stated this when a team of Google experts visited him in Abuja, expressed delight that both federal government and Google share the same concern on responsible use of the social media. The minister said the government wants Google to look into how to tackle the use of private and unlisted YouTube channels and YouTube live streams by proscribed groups and terrorist organizations, adding that the channels and emails containing names of proscribed groups and their affiliates should not be allowed on Google platforms. Alhaji Mohammed noted that Google is a platform of choice for the indigenous people of Biafra, implored the tech giant to deny Apple the use of his platform for its acts of violence and destabilization. In a bid to ensure food sufficiency in the country, the federal government, through the National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure,